What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Jesus Coin today. I want to do a brief update today, as I probably will with all of the videos I'm doing today, because I really don't have time. I wanted to go through a lot of requests today, but I don't have time today, so I'm getting some videos out nonetheless. But enough about my personal endeavors. Let's get into this. So Jesus Coin's sitting at 60183. As I've been saying, right, and as I've probably said in my last few Jesus Coin videos, if not more than that, we are in a consolidation phase, right? Yesterday was exciting that we were moving up. We got as high as 602073, and maybe a little bit disappointing at the same time because we rejected and came back down to 6018. But the point remains the same thing that I've been saying. You should neither be excited nor discouraged for any move up or any move down right now. I don't believe that we're going to break down from here. I really don't believe that we're going to do anything that would hurt this thing and break the charts, right? I don't think we're going to break structure. I do think that we're going to continue moving up, but just as we shouldn't get discouraged on any move down, we shouldn't get too excited on any move up until we're closing any given week or multi-day, not just one day, but 2 days, period, above 60222. Until we're closing above there, it's not time to get too excited. Yes, it's exciting anytime Jesus Coin moves up. I'm sure some people, I mean, I don't know. I wasn't paying attention to the media yesterday or the chat rooms, but even on this 8.5% pump, I'm sure some people were excited. I felt a little bit discouraged whenever I looked at the price and it rejected, but at the same time, I reminded myself we're in a consolidation phase. This volatility is normal. It happens. It's completely possible, you guys, that we could still go lower than this low, right? It is completely possible because we still have lower highs, we still have lower lows. We absolutely could be going down right now to form the low of this range, and then we move up. That could be the case. I'm not expecting that personally, but that could be the case. Maybe we move down and we find a higher low. Maybe we've got some kind of inverse head and shoulders, an upside down head and shoulders pattern playing out on this consolidation phase, right? Maybe that's what's happening, and it might be more obvious on a 4-hour basis. Maybe it's not the prettiest looking thing, but something of the like. It could be the case, but again, don't get too discouraged. Don't get too excited. If we're moving down, if we're moving up, we're consolidating, right? And we're probably going to consolidate at least the rest of this week. I would expect maybe as early as next week, if not the week after. That would be when we're starting to move up. So until then, it's just a good time to accumulate, right? And that's really all I wanted to say. Nothing new has happened. Obviously, we're basically in the same range that we've been in for the past few days now, right? Nothing new has changed. If we're looking at this, maybe I can, let's see, let's go here from that low to that high. What we've done so far, yeah, we've gone up from our 382 back up to our 236, finding a rejection. Generally speaking, with this kind of look, that would call for move down to the 61869. I wouldn't expect that personally, but even if we did that on a weekly basis, it is still a higher low. It's nothing, it's nothing like detrimental to the charts, but I personally don't think we're going to do that. I do think that the consolidation, for the most part, that we're in right now will happen between this 382 and the 236. Maybe we could prod just below the 382, but again, I wouldn't expect the 61869. And even though I'm not expecting that, if it were to happen, it's still a higher low. We still have things to build off of, right? And this thing can move up just as fast as it moves down, even faster than it moves down, right? So don't be scared either way. But again, I'm not calling for that. I'm just saying if that happens, it's still not broken, right? We could drop quite a ways, and we're not even close to broken. So it's just a better opportunity to buy. I know plenty of you would probably lick your lips, put on your bib. I don't know, lick your lips sounds so weird, man. Put on your bib and grab your knife and fork and get ready to eat down to these prices, right? But also, I would say most of us are probably ready for this thing to really take off. Anyways, I'm just beating around the bush here. Just saying we're consolidating. It'll probably be next week, if not the week after, that we start to move up. So until then, the day-to-day stuff is just noise. Don't worry about it. I got nothing else to say, really. I don't think I have anything else to say. I think it'd be really nice if this week closed green. That's all I would say, right? We're up 17%. That's nice. It's a decent amount of growth, but Jesus Coin can give that much back in a day. It can happen just like that, So Hopefully we close this week green. I'd really like to see us above the 60, bouncing from the overbought zone down to the 60. That would be a really nice look, coinciding that with finding support on this this previous area of resistance here, previous areas of resistance, and even support on the RSI back here. I think that would be really nice, right? Literally, the last time we did this was back in this same consolidation phase, wasn't it? And then from there, from the low to the high, we moved up 16x, 16 and a half x in the course of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 weeks, less than 2 months, like about a month and a half, right? We're doing the same things now, except we have a more bullish posturing in our weekly RSI. We're more constructive. We were more drawn out in this this bear market. Man, I said I was done with the video, but there is something that I want to say real quick. Is that yesterday I was watching my video just to just to judge myself, criticize myself. I thought it was a good video, but there was one part where I called this a bear market on accident, and then I was like, oh, that's not a bear market. But you guys, genuinely, we consolidated for like basically a year. We didn't break out. Even then, we didn't really break out until about 45 weeks. That's the better part of a year. Jesus Coin did kind of have a little mini bear market, right? This was absolutely a consolidation phase. And absolutely this was consolidation as well. But that is a long amount of time, man. And it really, really did give rise to the thought, the same thing that I was saying yesterday, that this period of growth genuinely could be larger than the last period of growth. That's not something I've considered at all this whole time, but you start to look at things differently, you start to consider things, and you're like, okay, no, it would kind of make sense that this period of growth, it might be better structured. I'm starting to think that I might have been wrong in more than one sense, right? The first sense I said yesterday is that we would have a greater move potentially. I've been expecting a smaller move, so I was wrong in that sense. I'm expecting now that we'll have a bigger move. And I think in a second sense that I'm wrong is that I've been expecting this move, and I think we've all been expecting this move to happen at the exact same pace, because Jesus Coin moves at one pace, right? It's super fast. But I think not only is this move here going to be bigger than the last move from a low to a high point, like overall growth-wise, I think it is, and obviously already it's taken more time, I think it is going to be more drawn out, right? So with that in mind, I do believe we're going to be at new all-time highs by the end of November. I do still believe that. I'm sticking with that call. But where I've been expecting the end of this move, the top of this move to come in by the end of the year, it could go maybe until January. Like it could go into next year. It could take more time because it is more structured. It has taken more time, right? We rounded out this whole move up so far has taken more time than what we've seen last cycle, right? So, or last cycle, last move. So stuff to consider, right? It might not move as fast as we've thought, but that's actually a good thing, right? That actually makes sense, especially whenever you're thinking we're going to have a bigger move overall. It would make sense that it takes longer. You want to see that, right? But you don't need to see that. This is Jesus Coin. It's a low cap coin. We got some crazy people buying this thing, ready to send it through the moon, like anything can happen. But I think I've said everything I need to say with that. Don't get too excited. Do not get discouraged, right? Take it as an opportunity to buy more if you want to. Jesus Coin's at too high of a price, man. From its low price to where it is now, it's up 252%. That's not a good price. I don't want to get in here. Yeah, but from its all-time high, it's down almost 68%, right? Like you're at a good time to buy. You're still at a good time to buy, even though, yes, it's not the most ideal time to buy. And then not only that, it's down 67, 68% from its all-time high, but from the current price to the all-time high, that's up 211%. So it's still, I think, good risk versus reward, even now, right? All that to say, though, probably some more sideways. We're looking like we want to move down for the time being. Let's look at the 4 hour, actually. I keep thinking I'm going to end the video, and I just don't. The 4 hour actually looks pretty, dude, that's actually, that's a pretty bullish look. If we can get this 4 hour to close green, which in 4 minutes it will, that would be nice. Because then you have hidden bearish or hidden bullish divergence bouncing off the 50. That'd be nice. Let's look at the 1 hour. Getting overbought, but you're not getting oversold. That's also a good look. Kind of a double bottom here on your RSI. Right? Lower low in your RSI and higher lows in your price. That's hidden bullish divergence too. I don't know, man. volume decreasing as you're moving down, right? It's just like if you're moving up and you get volume decreasing, if you're moving up and your volume's decreasing, you're expecting it to roll over. If you're rolling over and your volume's decreasing, you're going to expect it to roll over again, right? That, I don't know. It really could just start moving up from here, but I don't know. I wouldn't get too excited until we're closing days above 60222, and I'll leave it at that. Take care, guys. Hit that like button on your way out. Subscribe if you haven't. This video is kind of all over the place, but whatever. I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.